Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. I am Abdul Muhaimin bin Abdul Jalil, FIP student under Dr. Noainisa. Today we'll present about the removal of chromium and zinc using titanium dioxide nanotubes AGNPS nanocatalyst. This is my presentation outline for today's presentation. First, we go to the introduction. As we know, nowadays water pollution is the big issue in the world since the increment of the industrialization and population growth. For example, in China, about 90% of China's cities are suffer with water pollution and almost 500 million of people lack for the safe drinking water. Actually, one of the major causes that lead to the water pollution is the heavy metal. Heavy metal is the toxic substance even though at the low concentration that can cause adverse effect. Normally, the heavy metal can be found in the water because of from the industrial effluent. Thus, removal of heavy metals are important in order to minimize the heavy metal contents in the water sources. Next, we go to the problem statement. As I mentioned before, heavy metals is the toxic substance, even though at low concentration that can cause adverse effect. For example, the heavy metal such as zinc and chromium both of these metal can cause the adverse effects such as skin inflammation and eye irritation. Next, we go to the method for heavy metal removal. Chemical precipitation is the most popular method for the heavy metal removal. This is because the chemical precipitation are easy to monitor and can obtain the result immediately. But by using the chemical precipitation, it will increase the maintenance cost because of the further treatment to the sludge. Next is the photocatalyst. Photocatalyst is another method for the heavy metal removal. The most common used photocatalysts are titanium dioxide nanotube. But titanium dioxide nanotube are limited to its application since it only can be used under the UV light. So, the photocatalyst need to be decorated with another material in order to reduce the height band gap, and it can be used under the visible light. Okay, next we go to the objective. By relating to the problem statement that I mentioned before, thus the objective of this research are to synthesize and characterize of titanium dioxide nanotube decorated with the silver nanoparticle. And the second objective is to evaluate the removal of zinc and chromium ions by using the titanium dioxide nanotube AGNPS nanocatalyst. Next, we go to the methodology. First, we go to the synthesis of titanium dioxide nanotube. Firstly, the titanium foil will be sonicated in the ethanol and acetone for 10 minutes. Next, the titanium foil are rinsed with the distilled water and air dry. For the anodization process, it will be start at the 60 volt and for 20 minutes. And the anodization bath consist of 97 ml of ethylene glycol and 0.3% of ammonium fluoride. And then after the 10 minutes of anodization process, 1 molar of potassium carbonate is added into the anodization bed. And after 20 minutes of the anodization process, the titanium foil is rinsed with the distilled water and annealed at 400 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. Next is the synthesis of silver nanoparticle. First is the 2 millimolar of silver nitrate were prepared. Then the 9 ml of the 2 millimolar silver nitrate is added with the 1 ml of brevifolia extract. And then the 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide is dropped into the solution until the color of solution forms the dark brown color. Next is the synthesis of titanium dioxide nanotube silver nanoparticle. For this synthesis, the weight impregnation method was used, in which the titanium dioxide nanotube were put into the silver nanoparticle solution for 1 hour. Last is the removal of zinc and chromium ions by using titanium dioxide nanotube silver nanoparticle. For the zinc, stock of the zinc ion is prepared at the 1000 ppm, and then from the stock of zinc ion is diluted into the 5 ppm and 10 ppm. For the chromium ions, the stock of chromium ions are prepared at the 500 ppm, and from the stock was diluted into the 5 ppm. Next, we go to the result and discussion. Figure 1 shows the fission image for the titanium dioxide nanotube, and Figure 2 shows the shape of the silver nanoparticle. For Figure 3, it shows the differences of color before the formation of silver nanoparticle and after the formation of silver nanoparticles. And Figure 4 shows the fission image of the surface of titanium dioxide nanotubes silver nanoparticle, and there are errors that show to differentiate between the titanium dioxide nanotubes and silver nanoparticles. Figure 5 shows the percentage removal of zinc ions for 5 ppm and 10 ppm at different contact time. For the 5 ppm zinc, the percentage removal was 90.81% and 10 ppm was 37.16%. And Figure 6 shows the percentage removal of Cr ions for 5 ppm at different contact time. The percentage removal of 5 ppm of Cr is 9.5% at the maximum contact time. Figure 7 and Figure 8 show the kinetic study of residue first order and second order for degradation of zinc ion with different initial concentration. Thus, for the degradation of 5 ppm zinc and 10 ppm zinc was implied the residue second order. While Figure 9 and Figure shows the kinetic study of residue first order and second order for degradation of chromium ions at 5 ppm of initial concentration. Thus, for the degradation of chromium ions at 5 ppm of initial concentration was implied the residue second order. Last, Table 1 until Table 4 shows the summary data of residue first order and second order for the 5 ppm zinc, 10 ppm zinc, and 5 ppm of chromium ions respectively. Last but not least, the novelty of these research are environmental friendly, low cost, and low toxic. Thank you. That's all from me.